Well, the Biden administration vowed the border was closed. How many times have we heard that? But a growing number of illegal crossings forcing them to walk back that statement about the border being closed. We know that's not true.
In an about-face, DHS Secretary Mayorkas announcing Border Patrol encountered more than 212,000 migrants in the month of July alone. And now Secretary Mayorkas is finally admitting how serious this crisis has become.
The situation at the border is one of the toughest challenges we face. It is complicated, changing, and involves vulnerable people at a time of a global pandemic.
Yep, and you caused it all yourself. Our next guest was so fed up with Biden's border policies, he quit. Joining us now is Thomas Feeley, the former ICE field director for Buffalo. Thomas, what brought you to that point? Your thoughts about his remarks yesterday?
Good morning, guys. First, let's start off with a golf clap for the secretary to go down to the border and admit all his failures with those numbers. You know, it always amazes me when these officials go down there for no other reason but a photo op. He rolls out all these huge numbers showing that the Biden administration is failing to protect our border and tries to make it sound like a good thing. It's absolutely disgusting.
Well, especially, you know, given those numbers, Tom, and it's during a global pandemic, and we've seen the data. Apparently, the president himself was briefed a week ago yesterday and told that about 1 in 5 of the people that they are testing test positive for COVID, but they only test somebody if they've got symptoms. 90% of them, they don't even test.
Right. And, you know, so only Americans are supposed to wear masks and get vaccinated, apparently. Again, it's appalling.
And kindergartners.
Yeah, right. And, you know, my kids they're not happy about wearing a mask again in September at all. But yet here we got an open border. Illegal aliens are pouring over. Not only are they COVID positive, but they got other diseases as well. And then as you guys reported yesterday, I believe in Laredo, they admitted that they're even going to stop testing COVID people because if they're positive, they got to provide them care.
Right.
So now import them into the interior of the United States and then hope somebody else will take care of them.
Glad you brought that up, because the Laredo mayor said this to one of the local news outlets there in Texas. Said the reason why we don't do testing is that once you test, there's an obligation. If they're positive, we're told that you have to quarantine. We don't have the infrastructure for that.
They ran out of places.
Yeah,
right,
so we'd rather not know.
Them. Now he's having to bus them to Houston and Dallas and to other parts of Texas.
Right. And the other thing that's going on right now, the hardworking men and women of ERO are being detailed to the southern border to help out CBP and Border Patrol processing, which means there's absolutely nobody doing interior enforcement in the United States right now. So not only are we bringing all these people into the country, deep into the United States, now there's nobody to even enforce the laws there.
But then the president criticizes Texas. Sorry to interrupt you, Brian. I know it was your turn. But the president criticizes Texas for all the COVID numbers, yet we see all these illegal immigrants and they're being shipped around and they may or may not have COVID. Some of them do, we know.
Yeah, you can't make it up, really. You just can't. It's just absolutely amazing that, you know, I really think Americans need to get back to being Americans and not Republicans and not Democrats, because all of this is going to get us either really sick, really killed, or even worse someday. Who knows?
We know ICE has been totally stripped of its power, leaving criminals to run rampant. What brought you to the point where you said, I've had enough, I quit? What was the breaking point for you?
You know, the breaking point is, if you're a true leader, you cannot look at the men and women that work for you and look them in the eye and lie to them. That is just not something I can do. I'm not wired that way. I'm a Marine, blue-collar family kid from New York. I've lived all over the country with ICE. It's just not, you know, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. And I know a lot of my peers, they're stuck right now because they can't retire. They're the field office directors. There's 24 of them in the United States. They're absolutely getting no support from ICE leadership right now. And I just don't want to be part of that. You know, life is too short. Here, at least I got a voice to stick up for the men and women of ERO and try to do the right thing. But I'm sure you guys are the same way. If you didn't believe in what you're doing, you wouldn't be doing it.
There you go. All right, Tom, thank you very much for joining us this morning, telling us your story, and thanks for your service to America.
Yes.
Thanks. Have a great weekend.
Yep, we'll have you back.
You bet.